Hey guys, I just got to check out the new Scout EV at the LA Auto Show, and it got me thinking, would I trade my Rivian for the Scout EV? So in this video, I'm going to share 10 reasons why I'd give up the Rivian for the Scout EV. I really like the Rivian, I've had it for years. There are many cool things that I like about it, like the software, the capability, the practicality, and many more. It's just that there's some areas where the Rivian fails, and I feel like Scout has fixed all those problems. I'm going to start this list off with the looks. I think this Scout SUV looks really good. I like the lights, the overhangs, the stance. It's just well designed, very modern and classic at the same time. The Rivian looks good for the most part. The lights are a little cute, but it's not as tough as how the Scout looks, and I think Scout just kind of has a more holistic look to how they made it. Even the inside, the materials are really nice, different, and a very welcoming place to be. So I'm going to give the Scout an A plus for looks. So number two is something that I am really happy to see the Scout did, and it was to give it regular door handles. No longer fussing around with that electronic release or that awkward way of holding the handle. And the best part is there's a button on there. So I think you're going to have a traditional way of locking and unlocking the doors. So no more relying on the phone as a key system as the Rivian has. This will make interacting with the vehicle so much more pleasant on the day-to-day. Number three is something I think everyone was expecting, but I'm really happy to see physical buttons and knobs and switches all over the cab. And especially I'm really happy to see air vents that you could manually adjust. So I'm really looking forward to that. Number four is probably the best reason overall where I think the Scout has an edge over Rivian, and is that it offers a range extender. We've gone on so many road trips with the Rivian, and just the battery range limits just how far you can go and all the places you can explore. But with a gas generator in the Scout, you can top it up wherever you go and enjoy all the places you want to see while still having the benefits of an EV. So I feel that's where it's going to win many hearts over. Number five, it's going to be a much better off-roader, especially with the SUV. It's going to have shorter overhangs and bigger tires, skid plates, a live rear axle, stabilizer bar disconnect, air suspension, and I'm sure many other modes and off-road options. Number six is actually roof options. You're going to be able to get a metal roof finally. The Rivian only offers a glass roof, which is a pain in so many ways. But with the Scout, you're going to get a metal roof. You can get a glass roof. You could also get a cloth roof. I think they call it the cabana roof. So you have different options for your roof. So if you want to mount things on there, you don't have to worry about it breaking through like it did with my Rivian. So I'm really happy to see that. Number seven is one of my favorite features. The Scout actually offers a full-size spare tire and carrier. The Rivian SUV didn't give you a full-size spare, so you're kind of stuck with a donut or none at all. But with the Scout, you can carry the full-size spare on the back, and then when you open the cargo area, you still have a split gate. So that means it's easier to pack the car without removing your spare tire. But unlike a Jeep or a G-Wagon or a Defender, where you have to keep the tire on the back at all times, this can affect how the door opens, how you fit in a garage, and it can just be cumbersome. But with the Scout, you can remove the spare tire carrier altogether, and you could use your vehicle day to day without it. And when you want to go on long trips or go off road, you can put the carrier back on. And even if you don't use a spare tire at all, you can use the carrier as a cargo box or different accessories that they plan to sell. So I like the flexibility of the spare tire and carrier option. The Scout will be very customizable. With Rivian, you really couldn't modify the vehicle at all. But with the Scout, they said you will be able to modify the bumpers, the suspension, the wheels, you could add a winch, It'll even come with factory rock sliders that you can put on there. And then they have a lot of Scout branded accessories like shovels and boxes and just many things that you can put on there that comes from the factory. So I'm glad that it's going to be customizable. Reason number 9 is the size. The Scout is actually a little bit shorter than the Rivian R1S when you compare both SUVs. So that will make it a little bit easier to park, to fit in your garage, to go off road if you don't have the spare tire on there. The truck, on the other hand, is much bigger than the R1T, which is a plus because you'll have more cabin space and it actually has a much bigger usable bed. I think it's going to be 6 foot bed, something like that, but it'll be way bigger than the R1T bed. So, smaller SUV is going to be better, and a more usable truck is going to be better as well. Number 10 will be the price. Scout says they're going to start at around $60,000. I'm pretty sure there's going to be few of them that are going to have that price. But even if Scout goes all the way up to $100,000 for a fully equipped vehicle, it's going to have so many things that it does better than Rivian, which is going to make it a good value overall. So I think it's got Rivian beat when it comes to price and content. So let me know in the comments if there are things about Scout that you like that I didn't mention, or would you still prefer Rivian over Scout? So let me know in the comments. And also, remember to like and subscribe to this channel if you like my videos. Thank you.